many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections Movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Well, a great day, and a welcome, everybody. I am your host, CEO Deloris Williams of Divine Connections. We are so excited that you are here today, and it is a new year. It's a new day. It's a new chapter, and so we're grateful for the opportunity that God has given us to be here one more time. So Divine Connection is a faith-based and inspirational magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, pastors, authors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. Then twice a year, we host 2 events. One in March 30th is coming up, which is my 14th magazine anniversary. Excited about that. We're going to have a panel. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have some groups as well. And we're going to lift up the name of Jesus and celebrate everybody. So if you're doing something major in the community, we want to celebrate you and what you are doing. So make sure you text 336-338-8903. Let us know who you are and what you do, and then we'll give you instructions on how you can attend our royal celebration of Divine Connections 14th magazine anniversary. Okay, so pardon me. Then we have also our online store, which is Divine Connection Store. As you can see, we have our shirts, we have our hoodies, we have our jackets, we have our mugs. So you can actually now go shopping at Divine Connection Store. That's bit.ly/Divine Connection Store. We have over 100 products there. You can also download us from your Google app or your Apple Store as well, Divine Connections magazine. And then here on Wednesdays between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., we have our special guest that comes in and shares with you who they are, what they do, and how you can connect with them. All right. So definitely stay connected. And so our big event that's coming up is Saturday, March 30th. It's going to be at 11 a.m. at Beyond Measure Ministries, 904 East Main Street in Hall River, North Carolina, which is right close to Burlington. And I look forward to seeing you there. So if you want to know how you can attend and how you can be a part, again, text 336-338-8903. We look forward to seeing you there. Now I'm going to show you just a little video of the store. So what else is available for you to shop, to let people know that you are a Divine Connection. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we have over 100 products. Make sure you guys go and shop to let somebody know that they are your divine connection and that you are a divine connection. Also, we have two events a year, one in March, which is my anniversary. And then we have another event in October, which is called Bring It, where we bring praise dance, moms, vendors, gospel step teams, and so much more. Bring the community together to celebrate and worship and give God all the honor and glory. And we network. So let me show you just a little clip of that so you can get an idea of what our Bring It event is. Awesome, awesome. I love, love, love doing what I do and bringing the community together. It's all about worshiping, networking, and giving God all the glory.
Well, I gave you all my love and
Awesome. All right. So, how do you stay connected? What's major going on? So, right now, Divine Connection is providing a marketing promotional package. That is one of the major things we're going to be pushing this year. So, you can get an interview on the broadcast. You can get a 30-minute interview on this broadcast. You can also get a half or a full page in the magazine that runs for 3 months. You can also get a 30-second commercial. And so we have a whole package together to help you push and market your opportunity. And that's one of the services that we provide, because I know that you have a lot of great things out there that's creative, that's resources, that's products, that's church, that's gospel groups, and we want to help you spread your good news. All right. So if to contact me and ask me any questions, you can text 336-338-8903. Email me at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Definitely stay tuned to our next event. We would love to celebrate you March 30th, and that's divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. We have 3 options for you. You choose one of the options, and then you show up, and then we celebrate together. You can also subscribe to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com for updates and news. Our Facebook page is Divine Connections Marketing. Our Instagram is at Divine Connection, so follow us there. And then our YouTube channel is The Divine Connection. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification button as well. If you have not got a chance to get a copy of our upcoming magazine, it is here and available for you. A lot of great connections in this issue. So you can go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/special-pricing. If you would like to be a sponsor on the show and you have a 30-second commercial already done, it's your good fit. We would love to connect with you, do a 3-month agreement so you can be on before or after our interview so people can continue to see who you are, what you do, and how you make it happen and connect with you. We also have my second book is now available. It is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. It is on Amazon. It is on Walmart.com, and you can order it from me. So I talk about my accomplishments in my personal life as well as my business life, and how, with the help of the Lord, what I have accomplished. All right. So if you want to know how I do what I do, get the book, The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. We also do 30-second and 60-second custom videos for you as well. So if you have a business, a ministry, a book, a gospel group, or an event, we would love to customize a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for you. We also have our journal. It's now available, which is called Making It Happen. You are a divine connection because you are. We write the vision, make it plain, execute, and we celebrate. So God is going to do some phenomenal things in our lives this year. We want to take a moment just to jot down some thoughts, some ideas, our desires, and then look back at what God is going to do in our lives. Don't forget to download our app, Divine Connections Magazine. And don't forget to shop at our store, bit.ly Divine Connection store, and definitely check out the promotion, the marketing promotion that is going on right now. It is divineconnectionsmagazine.com/services. Okay. Awesome. So that's our Divine Connection news. Now we have a great guest that's on. I'm so excited, doing great things, big things in the community. Would you please help me welcome Pastor Clay Parker? Great day, great day. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Doing good. Well, welcome. Glad to have you on today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited about this. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. So share with the audience just a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Okay. I am Pastor Clay Parker, or just call me Clay Parker. I'm living in the China Grove area of North Carolina. I am currently a full-time pastor at Flint Ridge East Baptist Church in Marshville, North Carolina. What a great church. And I'm a full-time therapist also. I own a practice, part owner of a practice in Kannapolis called Kannapolis Counseling Group. I'm one of the members there. And I do both of those full-time. I'm married to the love of my life, Wilma Parker, and I have three wonderful boys, 15, 12, and 14, 12, and 10, because he just turned 10. And Joshua, Simeon, and Josiah, they're my world. So I do all this stuff in one person.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. So which one do you want to start with, the ministry or the business?
Let's start with the ministry. That's always first.
Okay.
That's always first.
Okay, for sure. So tell us about your ministry, and let's get into a little bit more detail.
Okay. All right. I've been the pastor of Flint Ridge East Baptist Church in Marshville, North Carolina. It'll come up on 5 years, March the 31st, which is my birthday.
Okay.
On my birthday, it'll be 5 years.
That's awesome.
I've been there for 5 years, and it's a God thing. I tell everybody this. I didn't want to be a pastor. To be honest with you, I didn't feel worthy. I mean, I've been in the ministry for 15 years now. And to be honest with you, I just felt like I was overlooked, and they saw something in me. I was supposed to be filling in for 3 Sundays, and they saw something in me.
Yeah.
God worked it out. God gave me the vision, and it's grown. I mean, God has been so good to us. I mean, in these past even through a pandemic. I've never been a pastor. Didn't have no mentor over me, but the Holy Spirit, and God has been good to us. We made it through the pandemic, and we have grown and continue to grow. And I mean, I don't know what else to say. God is showing faithful in all ways, through the ministry at Flint Ridge.
Awesome. So give me maybe 2 examples of, even though you didn't want to be a pastor, did you know at that time, that was the right place for you to be, that you can remember?
At Flint Ridge? Okay, well, let me tell you, God gave me a dream of probably 10 years before I went there. And that's my hometown. So I was going to go back to, it's an hour away from where I live. So my parents still live down there. God gave me a dream probably 10 years before that. And I specifically remember that dream that I would be going back to my hometown. But that's not the church I grew up in. So my thoughts, of course, when I say my thoughts, I was going to go back to my home church. Not saying I would bump any pastor off down there, but that was my thoughts. But what happened was that Sunday I was down, it was a God thing. I was filling in, I was doing a sermon at my mother-in-law's church, filling in for Thanksgiving. And someone from Flint Ridge saw me there and said, "Hey, y'all should check this guy out." And they asked me, I was like, "Sure, I come and fill in for 3 Sundays." I didn't think nothing about it. And they made it clear, "We just want you to fill in. We're not looking at you as a pastor." I'm like, "Thank you, God."
Right.
But the first Sunday, something began to happen. That was December the 3rd of 2008. I never forget it. Something just began to happen. And what I did, I stopped preaching. I really started trying to pastor minister to the people. And tears began to flow both ways. Like something I was like, "No, God, not me. Of course, I'm in my flesh." But what happened was the second Sunday I was there, I was preaching, and to the window to my right, I saw that window that God gave me my dream. And that was the window that was in my dream.
Wow.
And it was that clear, like, this is the church.
This is
And
it.
they asked me to apply. Of course, I was in my flesh and fear, which I know that's not good. But when I saw that window, it actually encouraged me. And of course, I was thinking, "No, God, not me. Don't let me get voted in. No. But look at God." And like I say, that's one of those things that, it's better to wait. Because I was up on the ministry. I got ordained and went to ministry school and did all that stuff. But when it's a God thing, God timing is always right, even if it's 10, 12 years later. But since then, when I saw that window, I knew that was a church that I was going to be at.
I love that. I love that. There's nothing like a God connection.
It was had to be. And I tell you, it had to be because I was afraid. And like I said, I felt like I wasn't worthy. So it had to be God. God just had to just put it out to me, put it out there for me and make it so plain that I was like, okay, that's it. I mean, it stood out to me to the point my mouth dropped during the middle of the sermon and I stared at that window and I couldn't tell anyone.
Right.
But I told my wife on the way home, she's like, what happened? But it was one of those things that was so powerful. I'm just like, it had to be God.
I love that. I
Yes.
love that. And so, what is unique about your ministry? I know just a lot of things go on with church, and you were able to be directed to that church and go through the pandemic. And now the pandemic somewhat is over, not all the way, but still thrive through the pandemic. Just give us some thoughts on why. Well, what do you see coming up in the future, like this year? How about
Wow.
that?
This year's going to be a big year. I will
Okay.
share this. I give God all the glory that when I first got there, I tell everybody the story. It was averaging, they had gone down to like maybe 17 people. I mean, it was a ministry that was hurting, lost, and probably falling apart. I mean, last Sunday, we running out of seats in church. So in 4.5 years, God has filled the church and
Wow.
baptized people. And I mean, you're talking about 175, 200 people now. It's all God. So I think one of the things is you say what's unique about it. I didn't have the formal, some people have their overseer or pastor over them. I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in church all my life. All I came into that church with was just pure love. And that's
Yeah.
who I am as a person. I'm one of those people that love people. I love with all my heart. I give and I serve. So I'll mop the floors. I'll sweep. I do whatever. And that's what me and my family are. We just come there for pure love. And I really believe that I tell everybody that's the secret. That's the key formula. Just going back to the basics. I didn't come in with all the education pedigree, even though I'm an educated man, but there was some pastors had the resume that could blow mine out the water, and I knew it. But it was a God thing. And I tell everybody, when you use simply what God give you, you can never go wrong. Never go wrong. So one of the things that is growing is just pure love. And I hope it follows the people that follow me around and they understand it now. That's the key. You have to show love.
And that makes a big difference because I think some people, even though it's basic and you think people should know, they miss that part. They miss loving themselves. They miss loving themselves for one, and then loving God, and that connection.
You're dealing with broken people.
Yeah.
You're dealing with broken people, and what we forget, it doesn't make a difference how much Bible you throw at someone, they're still broken. And I thank God for the background of a therapist. So let me just throw that in there too.
Go ahead.
That I can understand people and how they're broken, how to get inside of them. So God is actually, and even on that right there, God has actually given me those tools a long time ago. He was preparing me for such a season like this. Think about it. Church that was broken. I don't know what to do. Then that was and then when I was born in 2019, here come 2020. Here's a pandemic. Who am I going to reach out to?
Yeah.
We went to the parking lot. I preached every Sunday, and then I broke my leg.
Oh my!
I broke my shoulder and I broke my leg playing ball, and I preached every Sunday when it was rain, even in the snow. I preached one Sunday, and he was like, "He won't quit." I said, "I will preach if God tell me to preach out here by myself." And that's when people say we really getting it. I'm going to be faithful to what God told me to do.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. So talk about your therapy.
Yes. Well, I've been a therapist I've been in the mental health field for 25 years and working with people. But as a therapist, I've been doing it probably about 9 years now. And like I say, part of our practice. But with the therapy part, it's kind of the same thing. Just showing love to people. Yes, I have all the legalities, all the modalities that we're going to do. But actually, when people come to my office, I want them to feel genuine love. You're not a diagnosis when you walk through those doors. Right. Yes, you have symptoms, but I'm going to empower you. And I tell everybody, my job is to love you back to life and love you out of my office. So I try to give that to them, even in my office. They feel loved and empowered. And I take on the toughest cases some of the toughest cases in our area. The people that nobody want, the narcissistic men, the women who are broken, nobody want, give them to me. I'll take them all day long.
I love that.
So I try to love them back to life and push them, dealing with marriages. So it's exciting.
Yeah, I love the actual combination of the therapy and the ministry.
Yes.
That's a great combination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So give me maybe an example of someone who has had therapy, and what their outcome was with,
Oh, wow.
being either in the ministry or out the ministry, but how your therapy has played a part in that as well.
I can tell you about a young man who was sexually abused dealing with some bipolar, substance abuse. And one of the things he said, what can you do different for me? And I said, love you. Well, you're not supposed to do that. I said, I can show you love, but I can also be professional. And so one of the things I share with this young man, he's better. I mean, I see him maybe once a month now for maintenance, but I tell him I'm gonna help you put the broken pieces back together. I'm not going to fix you. I fix my kids' toys. I'm gonna walk with you through a path of healing on your good days and your bad days. And I help them put their mind and their heart back together so they can feel both of those because they were broken. So one of the things I do with people is trying to, even in church, help you put your mind and your heart together. God gave us both for a reason. If I can help you see how both of these work together, then you could heal, you can feel peace, even if the symptoms are still there. And this guy's he's off drugs, off alcohol. He doesn't smoke anymore. He's not addicted to porn anymore. He's actually learning how to love himself, start working out at the gym. And I mean, he has a job. He's holding down a job now. And they lowered his medication when nobody else wanted to see this guy. So that's one of the success stories, just helping him put his mind and heart together and teaching him how to love himself.
I love that. I love that. So if someone was interested in either visiting the church or therapy section, how can they connect with you?
They can call me. They can reach out to me. I'm pretty hands-on, 704-201-4048. That's how most people can reach me. I'm one of those people that's real down to earth and down hands-on. Even for the people in my church, you can call me. You don't have to go through anybody. I like the personal thing, with professional boundaries. Of course, I'm a father and a husband, but if you need help and you're serious about it, then let's get to the part that I can help you.
I love it. I love it. So let's end with some encouraging words.
Wow. I tell everybody this: don't give up. Don't give up. Follow your dreams. God is real. I was a broken person, just like anybody else. People see the successful side, but they don't know the story. So my encouraging words: don't give up. If you don't know how to do it, reach out to someone that does. Reach out and network with someone. There's always someone willing to help you. And God will send you that person if you just continue to fight and trust him. He's going to sing that word. Just don't give up. Reach out for help. There is help. You can live a peaceful life if you believe that there's help.
I love it. If you're open to it, can we tap in a little bit? You said you were broken. You want to share a little bit?
Oh, wow. How much time?
What you want to share? You don't have to share the whole thing.
No, I'm just laughing. But I was broken. I was one of the people that just kind of counted out as a child. People saw the athlete. I was a former basketball player. They saw me, the athlete, the college player, this and that. But honestly, I realized I was broken. And I was broken. I had no confidence in myself. No matter what people saw, even though I was this extrovert, but I was really broken inside because people had hurt me. Even my own family. There were people in my family that hurt me. I dealt with molestation as a child from a lady in our neighborhood. And then I turned to trying to fill that hole with intimacy from people, from women, and, just broken, not knowing who I really was. It took me years to put this piece back together. One of the things, I got sick of feeling that way. I had to start working on myself. And so that's one reason as a therapist, I want to give back. So I was a broken person. And I share that with the church. I was broken. I understand. I lost the business and it broke me. I lost a wealthy business and it broke me. I've been through the Job story. I almost died. It broke me. And but I had to learn God through all of that. And that's what really taught me that God is truly real. I thought God didn't like me. I didn't realize through all that he was really blessing me for something great.
I love that. Yeah. Well, let's end with a scripture of encouragement.
I always stick with this, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I tell everybody, you can look through any translation, whether it's Hebrew, Greek, all means all. There's nothing that's excluded out in all. You can try to find anywhere you want to and all, but when I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, that means all. You can't even fix that any other kind of way.
Come on.
So I love all. So look up any translation, all, it still means all encompassing everything. And so I tell everybody, you can do anything you want to through Christ who strengthens you.
I love it. Anything else you want to share before we leave?
No, just if you need me, I would love it. I would love to do it. And I follow the vision of God. One of the things that God has given me to start reaching out, doing motivational speaking and start traveling around. That's been a dream of mine. And that's been all my life, to start traveling around. So if anybody needs that, churches, people, private, whoever, hey, I'm your man for that.
Love it. Love it. Well, thank you, Pastor Clay Parker, for your time and what you're doing and just sharing the love of Jesus through your church as well as your therapy and just in your life in general. We need more people like you. That's for sure. Yes. Awesome. So thank you for coming on and being my guest for today. So hold tight. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Hold tight, y'all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now.
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.